When you ask people their opinions on oatmeal, you get some very mixed responses. Some people that love it, they see it as a power breakfast, and other people that are like, oh my god, porridge bunny peasant food, and they can't stand it. Well, if there is a skincare product that is just as divisive as the oatmeal breakfast conversation, do you know what it would be? Can you guess what it would be? One of my favorites, the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. I love this. But some people hate this, and some of those people are in our Beautiful Butterfly Patreon and Discord. Specifically, Daisy Dog, one of our amazing moderators, was telling me, Cassandra, we deserve better. The Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm is disgusting. I hate it. And I said, whoa. Hold the brown sugar, because this is not looking sweet. This is quite the conversation. And as I started speaking with the community, I found out a lot of people actually hate this product. I literally did this flash poll asking people if they love it, hate it, or haven't tried it. 1 person said they loved it, 5 said they hated it, and 11 people hadn't tried it. I cannot believe that there is so much hate for this, which is why I wanted to bring you 3 alternatives for people like Daisy Dog who deserve better. And if you want other options, these are the ones that don't actually separate in your hand, because you know, now that you bring it up, you're not wrong. It does kind of separate, especially if you had it for a little while. It can be a little bit goofy, but for the price, it is so good as a first cleanse. So let's dive into why people hate it and what alternatives are available to you. Our beautiful butterfly Christina says that she hates it because it separates and it gets really oily on her skin. Kaylee says that she hates it because it separates so easily. The first time she used it, it was fine, but the second time it basically separated and disintegrated, and then it actually got the outside of the package oily as well, which no lies, the outside of my package is looking a little bit grubby, but it's what's on the inside that counts, okay? That's what I keep telling myself. And then Raiden did not hold back. This skincare sir says he hates it because it separates and then squirts out a liquid oil when you're least expecting it, and it ends up going down the drain instead of your hands. Poor Raiden. Is this what you guys have been dealing with? Because again, like when I use it, I guess it does kind of separate. I just put it back together in my hands, okay? And for $10.99, that is something I am willing to put up with, especially for the size. But let's say that you don't want to deal with this or that you hate this. So I have buyed and tried a bunch of different alternatives, some of which have worked out and some of which have not. And if you absolutely hate this texture and you know, you don't like what it be doing to you, I got you options, boo-boo. But first we're gonna wash our hands because we are hygienic and sanitary, and it is wonderful, but it is a little bit of a mess, okay? Aren't all the best things in life? I mean, come on.
A few moments later.
If you are looking for the closest thing to the oat cleansing balm that does not separate in your hands, Cocokind has pulled through. This is the Cocokind oil to milk cleanser, and this is almost the identical texture in the sense that it is hydrating, it is soothing on skin, it kind of gives you that first cleanse of a double cleanse feel, but it does not separate. It doesn't separate in the bottle or in your hands. And I have had this laying on a shelf flat for quite a while before I actually went and tested it, and it did not separate. Now this does also have some of those oat ingredients inside of this formula that are also gentle, nourishing, and soothing to the skin, just the way the Inkey List one is, only it literally doesn't separate. This has sunflower oil, this has grapeseed oil, and this does have some lactobacillus ferment, so they call this a hydrating prebiotic cleanser. And boy, yes, just like any other cleansing balm, this is hydrating. This is best for really dry skin, or if you're oily like me, you can use this as a double cleanse. I find that this really breaks down oil, this really breaks down makeup extraordinarily well. It gets dirt and debris off the skin, and while it is amazing, for me, I have to use it as like a first cleanse and a double cleanse. But if you're dry, you could just use this and go, especially because if it has these probiotics, in order to get the benefits of the probiotics or the prebiotics, you would have to leave it on the skin. So I would recommend this as like a night cleanser. Now, while the formula is amazing and very comparable, if not a level up, the price and the size is a little different. I think I paid like $18 for this one, whereas again, this is $10.99. This as well is 5 fluid ounces, whereas this one is 2.9. However, if you have dry skin, or if you are just sick and tired of this, and like a Daisy Dog and Raiden and Kaylee and Christina, you feel that you deserve better, baby, this is what better looks like in a pretty post-consumer recycled package. But what if you're like,
but Cassandra, I tried the Cocokind cleanser and it was still too oily for my oily prone skin.
well, baby, I got you options. If you don't have dry skin, or your main qualm with both of these products is that they are too oily, Wander Beauty actually has one of the most underrated cleansing balms that I have come across. This right here is the Balm Voyage cleansing balm, and this is fantastic, especially if you do have more combo to oily skin. This doesn't separate in the bottle, it doesn't squirt out and, you know, destroy the plumbing inside of your sink, but this is an absolutely beautiful blend of different oils as well as plant extracts for an antioxidant boost that you can use morning or night as a cleansing balm. This is also fantastic for oily skin because I feel that the formula, while it itself is a bit thicker, it actually melts down into like this watery cream, and it really becomes more like a cleansing cream when it's on your face. This has apple extract, it has pear extract, it has strawberry. All of these are amazing antioxidants, so these are amazing both morning and night. And two of the oils in here include evening primrose oil as well as jojoba oil, which is one of my favorites, especially for oily prone skin. Now, as you can see, this is definitely an oil cleanser, and when it becomes a cream, do I have any liquids that I can pour on my hand? I have a pretty purple beverage. Why not destroy my pretty purple beverage with my need to demonstrate my skincare? This is going to be a bad idea. Oops, at least the carpet is moisturized. But as you can see, it turns into this beautiful, nice cream. And then the jojoba, the ingredients, they are just so wonderful and soothing on the skin. And again, I still have to use this as a first cleanse. I don't just like put this on and go because I am more on the oily side. I would definitely recommend this as a first step to a cleansing routine, like a double cleanse if you're oily. But this is definitely my favorite for the oily prone, or for those who want an alternative to the very, very hydrating oil cleansers from Cocokind in the Inkey list, but are looking for something that does a little bit more antioxidant support, a little bit more hydration, and a little bit less goo, if you know what I mean. It's more like shoo instead of does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, one that doesn't go shoo or is a K-Beauty masterpiece. And if you're an OG, you know what this one is. Without even me showing you the label, do you recognize this? Do you know what's going on here? This was one of the very first K-Beauty products that got me obsessed with K-Beauty. This is one of my favorite cleansing balms, and it is from Stylovana. And if you are an OG skincare potato wife, you know what's going on. And if you're not, that's okay. You can subscribe at any time. The button is right there. And this is right here in my hands and soon to be on my face. The Heimish All Clean Balm. Stylovana sells this for $14, and right now I literally just checked and it's on sale for $11.04, and I don't even understand how they make something this beautiful, this buttery, this cloud cushiony for your cheeks for $11.04. And get it, from Korea all the way over the Pacific Ocean to me in California for that price. This is one of my favorite cleansing balms. I have gone through so many of these. I've actually lost a little spoon. As you can see, it's actually a normal container, but the little lid goes on and pops off, and it has a little spoon so you can scoop out the goodness and put it on your face. This All Clean Balm is a K-Beauty favorite. If you need to remove makeup, if you need to double cleanse, if you don't want your skin to be stripped, but you are done with the oily, gooey guppiness of all of this guppy, that is the word. That is the word to describe this, a guppy, like an Ariel the Little Mermaid guppy. Anyways, this one is not guppy. This one is so cloud-like, and it actually comes out as this kind of cloud-like paste, but then you mix it with water and it becomes this milky, beautiful, delicious makeup dirt sunscreen melting liquid potion. I love this so much. Now, it smells divine because there are fragrances in here, so just be aware of that. But there are also ingredients like shea butter, which gives it this really silky, soothing feel. It's also got tea tree in here, which is wonderful and antimicrobial. It's got rose extract and vitamin E, and this has got to be one of the nicest cleansing balms that I have ever used. And it is quite different, you know, because it's in like a jar as opposed to something you can just kind of squirt and go. But if you hate the squirt and go experience, that's why I got you an option that goes scoop and splash. Super simple. This literally feels like it takes the entire day off your face, but not like the day is melting down your face and you have to like wash it and coax it through the drain, but just like it lifts the day off of your face. I don't use this in the morning. I only use this at night, especially on my heavy days. This works so well, but I don't know how Korea does skincare for so inexpensive and so well, but this has got to be an absolute favorite and a wonderful alternative to this. If you wanted to love this, you entered the relationship, you tried to make it work and it just wasn't working out, this is going to be the rebound relationship that you won't regret. This is as similar as you can get without the separation. Now, if you were like, hey, I tried this out, it really just kind of wasn't for me, it was a little bit too oily, a little too greasy overall, babies, this right here is for you, boo-boo. And if you're like, yo, I appreciate all of these kind of squirt toothpaste looking bottles, I like it, but for me, I'm looking for something that's a little bit more cloud-like, a little bit lighter on my skin that just does it all, baby, Korea has got you. It is right here. Now, a lot of people compare the oat cleansing balm from the Inkey list to like the Ordinary's cleanser, or I've actually tried and thought that this would be a good one, the makeup melting balm cleanser from Community 66. This is so good. This is very, very similar, but unfortunately, as I was testing this and trying it to find the right one for you, you see that? Oh, you hear that? Oh yeah. It does the exact same thing that the Inkey list one does that people hate. So unfortunately, while I love this formula, it might not be right for those who are trying to get far, far away from here. And same with the Ordinaries and the Boots one. The Ordinary and the Boots one are very comparable. I'm actually testing them side by side for you to tell you which one is better. But I really do not like the Ordinary's cleanser. The Squalene cleanser, I know it's a fan favorite, but it is just not for me and my oily prone skin. Unlike these ones, which are a win. I'm sorry that this poll was only open to like Discord and Patreon and it wasn't open to everyone. Maybe we could have a poll in the comments. Can you please tell me, do you absolutely love this? Do you hate this with a passion? Or do you just not have an opinion on it or haven't even tried it yet? I need to know because curiosity killed the cat. And when I was in the 5th grade, I used to write my name as C-A-T-S-Y, like Catsy. And I used to draw little ears on the C and a little tail on the Y. And then I still used to stick my hands in all sorts of random substances and the teacher would be like, Cassandra, go wash your hands. And then I would. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. Always remember to be beautiful both inside and out. Go drink hydrating liquids that you didn't shove your grubby hands in. Reapply that SPF. I love you and I cannot wait to see you in the comments because I'm flabbergasted at how much hate there is for this divisive breakfast skincare material. Love you guys. Bye.